travel. And I wonder sometimes if it's the wavelength or it's the fact of whether it's 1470 or 1940, I wonder that sometimes we don't think about the actual thermodynamics of letting the heat travel. We want to be so fast. And I think this is excellent work, because I think what you're doing is showing that we can use low powers provided we're gentle and take time as well. And I think research will tell us whether the wavelength is so important or whether it's the technique.
Yes, yes. We work also with the feeling of the deep of the fiber.
Oh, the feeling.
Okay, with the feeling of the tip, and with what we see under ultrasound frame. I see always the white line under the vein, and if I see the anechoic area into the vein, like you described, with like as a smile sign, I move up to retreat the vein, in order to retreat the vein.
So to be clear, you don't go out and say, I am going to do 8 seconds or 9 seconds. You do it by feel and look on ultrasound.
Yes, feel.
I think that's excellent. I think using the feedback of the body is so important.
Yes. But it always is 8 and 10 seconds.
Excellent. Do you have questions from the floor?
Oh, I have a question. If we look at the physics of laser, we know that using certain vets, the laser penetrates in the vein wall. And how deep it penetrates depends also by how many watts we use. So my question is, do we know which is the less watt possible to obtain a complete damage of the vein wall? Perhaps this is the question.
I'm going to approach that in my talk on microwave.
Okay.
I have a suggestion about that. Well, what we know from the study is that when you achieve 70 grade Celsius degree, you obtain an reversible damage of the endothelium. And during the procedure with the new laser, at the beginning, we were wondering if we were firing, because what you see, it's a delay in the phenomenon of microbubbling that occurs normally when you achieve 100 degrees. So at the beginning, you hear the noise of the laser, but not immediately you see on the screen, because we do the procedure only under dose control. So at the beginning, we were wondering not to damage the wall. But what we can say now, it's as I told 4 years ago, we are using this technique. We are now around 500 procedure with this laser. Is that we have the same ray occlusion as with the second generation. What is different, but it would be a topic of tomorrow, is that the immediately effect that you see on the screen is light more at the beginning of a non-tumescent treatment, because the damage is not too high at the beginning to damage the adventitia, maybe. And so you see a kind of double layer on the vein, a good occlusion inside, but probably at the first control, you see something that is more like a MoCA treatment, for example. But I can tell you after now 4 years, the occlusion rate is similar.
Can we have a microphone?
Just get a microphone for you there.
Hello, thank you for the presentation, first of all. Do you still use the same tumescent anesthesia or less? Or do you think no anesthesia while doing procedure?
The same anesthesia, but when we treat the distal target vein or superficial vein, we do the anesthesia only for shrink the vein, not for the protected the surrounding tissue. Okay, but the same anesthesia is the same as the second generation.